Welcome to the Nitpicking Nerds. Today, we're doing another countdown.
But this time, it's the 10 best cards from Commander 2020 that you have to get.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
And I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. If you like supplementary top 10s released in concordance with the main top 10, then you better subscribe to this channel because that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And besides, you'll want to be subscribed to this channel because our subscribers are 10% more likely to write a disclaimer for me beforehand.
Disclaimer guy here. The Nitpicking Nerds are not responsible. Well, yes, you're not responsible to write disclaimers for the Nitpicking Nerd.
Because you know I'm not going to.
I see that.
Didn't get around to it. It's okay.
I completely saw that.
What's the only real rule for this countdown?
The real rule is no reprints, but also we're in C20. There's a lot of cards overlap with Ikoria because it's a simultaneous release. So we're also not doing cards in Ikoria. These are cards exclusive to C20.
The first printing is in C20. That's where they're at. No Ikoria overlap. So number 10, Cyrus, the Writhing Storm. 2 green, blue, red for a 3/5 Snake Leviathan with flying. Whenever an opponent draws a card except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, make a 1/1 green snake creature token. And whenever Cyrus deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards.
This card is extremely powerful both as your commander or in certain decks in the 99, but as a commander himself, he's 3 colors. He's very specific. That's why he's so low on this list, but he can do so much. If you cast anything that lets you draw everyone draw 3 cards, that's 9 snakes.
Any windfall?
Any windfall is 21 snakes?
21 snakes.
It's that's insane. If
you have Earthcraft or Gaia's Cradle or any ritual that cares about it, you just go off. Also, commanders really don't make it too high on these lists because they're always so specific, even if they are great. But I think this one just barely cracked it because we're only working with, what did they say, 79 new cards?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of new cards, but also this commander is very powerful.
This card just looks great. You can play a Group Hug, or you can just play a Cutthroat. I'm going to make everybody discard their hand, draw cards.
No, it's very strong. He's very strong. You get 1/1s for doing nothing.
You don't have to do anything. You can just, even if you just play him, and he just sits there, you're probably going to get 2 or 3 each turn.
Also, you can just attack with him and you get 3 from that.
Yeah, and then, you both draw 3 cards, but I'm assuming you'd be able to use it more than them.
Yeah, you get the advantage of also getting snakes.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, this with Consecrated Sphinx.
Ugh, gross.
Now the next one is number 9, which is what?
Flawless Maneuver. 2 and away for an instant. Creatures you control get indestructible until end of turn. We've seen that a million times. But if you control your commander, you may cast this spell without paying its mana cost. That's what pushes this card right into the top 10 here.
There's a whole cycle. There's
a whole bunch of these kind of cards, and we don't think these cards are usually very good. But when you add in the fact that you get to cast this for free when your commander's out, it just helps aggro decks so much.
Looks good for a Sunforger package because it costs 3 or less, or 4 or less. It looks great for just, you have to hold it up, and now if they know it's in your deck, they have to respect it. They have to board wipe with a backup plan or just not board wipe if they really know you have it.
I know it doesn't get around all of the board wipes because obviously there's exile board wipes. There's also things like Toxic Deluge, but
yeah, it's only number 9. This isn't breaking the format or anything. There's some really good cards on top, but this one's not going to change too much. Just another sweet tool.
Yeah, being free is so awesome. You get to play a deck like Odric. This is such a good tool for a deck like Odric.
Mm-hmm. This and Eerie Interlude, that's your budget Teferi's Protection.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Our budget Teferi's Protection. Though Teferi's Protection is, I wish it was just cheaper.
I wish it was $5. I don't know how many times it would need to be printed, but number 8, regardless of that, is Daring Fiendbonder. 3 to black for a 5/1 haste. Daring Fiendbonder attacks each combat available, but the main reason we have this on here, 1 to black, exile it from your graveyard to put an indestructible counter on target creature, and you can only do that at sorcery speed.
So here's something, they might not want to put it into your graveyard because of that awesome ability where you can just make your commander perhaps indestructible.
Yeah, if you just have a sack outlet, then you can do whatever you want on your turn. But if you can get maybe a few cracks in for 5, if you don't have a sack outlet.
You can play this on a potential turn 3 easily with the average kind of ramp in a deck.
Sure.
You play it out, he just comes beating in for 5, and not everyone has got down a blocker yet. Even at the point when it trades off, you trade off with anything, and then it has an awesome ability to protect your best.
Well, that's the best part. The 5/1 is the not interesting part, but it has such a good back half that it's going to end up getting a damage, which makes it even better. Or you could just mill it incidentally and then not have to worry about any of that. And you just, my commander's indestructible now because I milled a card.
Oh, yeah, obviously my commander's indestructible. What commander isn't indestructible? Number 7, we have Slippery Bog Bar.
By far the most slippery card in all of Commander 2020.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. 3 and a green for a human druid flash hexproof. When slippery bog binder enters the battlefield, put a hexproof counter on target creature. Then move any number of counters from among creatures you control onto that creature.
It's got flash. It's going to protect your commander from spot removal. It's going to, mumble jumble all the keywords and counters onto one thing. Well, the keyword counters and the counters onto the same creature. This is great.
Yeah, it's protection simultaneously while it can just be out of nowhere. Like you swing it with your commander and like your other big thing with like 16 counters on it or something. I don't know.
Oh, you block the 16 counter guy.
One check. It's completely it's not even that crazy or insane.
Permanent hexproof on your commander too. That's the main part.
Yes.
At flash. The flash and the hexproof counter is what really makes this not a throwaway piece of garbage.
Well, yeah, it's definitely the hexproof counter is what we want here.
Well, and flash. If it was just like a sorcery, I almost don't care.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you definitely don't care.
Yeah, but this card's great, and the art is really disturbing. I don't like the face on that thing. And she's like wearing it.
It's just
what is she wearing?
It is just a slippery boggle.
It is, but I don't like it. It's really weird.
You don't like the way it looks?
No, at all. No.
What if it was eating a fish, like on the other card?
Then I would like it a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Next on the list is a counterspell. It's Fierce Guardianship, 2 and a blue, for an instant that counters a non-creature spell. But if you control a commander, you can cast it for free.
This is so good.
Stops board wipes. Way better than Flawless Maneuver.
Yeah, but also inside of tempo decks where you want to just keep advancing your board state while simultaneously being able to hold up something to protect your board.
Or any expensive commander where you're like, I need to get this commander out, but now I have to be tapped out because my commander's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana.
Yeah, and there's a lot of commanders like that.
Ooh, how about like Giganta?
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes, and you can also draw it at your end step, or draw it with Giganta on your end step. Yeah, that's when he does it.
Yeah, you waste your counterspell. Not waste it, but you use your counterspell, save them, and then you get to draw 7.
Woohoo!
Something like that.
Watch out.
Who's next?
Cryptic Trilobite. It's XX for a 0/0. Cryptic Trilobite enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Remove a +1/+1 counter from it. Add Wingding to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. Pay 1, tap it, put a +1 counter on Cryptic Trilobite.
This is yet another in the long line of Hangerback Walker, Walking Ballista, XX 0/0s enter with X counters that can go on any deck.
I haven't taken the time yet to figure out where this card goes infinite or what it goes infinite with.
I'm sure it's something. I mean, just a lot of different things you could do.
I would just be surprised if it didn't go infinite.
Yeah, that would surprise me. +1/+1 counter decks are going to love this. Any sort of cycling deck even could love this. You just kind of play it early and then it slowly grows, just like Hangerback Walker.
With Signets, you can filter this mana into regular mana to use.
So I kind of like that.
Yeah, because it's an activated ability.
You
so
can filter one of them.
You can filter 1 into 2 useful mana.
Okay.
That can do anything. Like
that kind of makes me like it more.
Yeah, that's something that I wish I could think of the combos with it. It already can remove. So you can remove a counter from it, use its own ability to put a counter back on it, and then also have 1 mana left to put into a Signet. It already did something.
Boom. Broke it. The card's finally good now. Now it's number 5 on the list.
I really wish we had one of the combos in our head. I know there is something with this card, and somebody could tell us in the comments, because I'm sure they.
Yeah, it's not up to us. That's your job, commenters. Tell us what the combo is, or make up your own combo right now. Number 4 is Verge Rangers. Go, Verge Rangers. 2 and a white for a 3/3 human scout with first strike. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. As long as an opponent controls more lands than you, you may play land cards from the top of your library. It's another mono white Boros assist card.
It gives you the ability to get some card advantage in white, but it's only lands. There's a lot of cards like this where white likes to do like you have more lands than me, therefore I can get a land.
Yeah, white's color identity is they're good if they're losing. Your cards have text if you're already losing. Yes. We got you. Yes. Now you can catch up and back to parity, but nothing past that.
Yeah. So the card is good because
if you have no lands and you play one off the top, it's card draw and ramp.
It's like, how often is white the deck with the most lands in play? It's not that often.
Not really, and you can build a deck that takes more advantage of like not signets, but artifacts and mind stones and whatever else to just not need to put a bunch of lands in play, and then you can actually get lands off top.
Yeah, and if there's not a land on top, you go nice 3/3 first strike because he has.
That's the floor.
At least he has a vanilla. At least his body is good for.
It is.
3 mana.
It's good for vanilla. They at least pushed it like the tiniest bit. This card's going to see play, and I think it's really cool. And we can move on.
To this next one that I absolutely love.
This is your baby from the set.
Oh, I think this card is insanely good. It's Ravenous Giganta Theorem. 5 green for a beast with Devour 3. When Ravenous Giganta Theorem enters the battlefield, it deals X damage divided as you choose among X target creatures, where X is its power. Each of those creatures deals damage equal to its power to Ravenous Giganta Theorem. This comes in if you have any useless creatures, any little tokens, they just each of them give them 3 counters.
Hopefully you have some. Otherwise, why are you playing this card?
Yeah, you want this in the deck where you're going to be playing this deck. It's going to kill so many things.
It's going to be a green board wipe. It's going to kill most of your stuff, except the stuff you care about, and everything you care about on your opponent's side.
Yeah, anything that's relevant on your opponent's side, you're just going to be able to get rid of.
Probably with keeping this guy. So he'll stay and he has a bunch of counters.
If you play an Avengers Undercard 2 turns before, it's just a board wipe. It just turns into straight up a Plague Wind. That's going to be so amazing.
You have a couple Field of the Dead zombies lying around. You play a couple lands. You get like 3 dudes. Oh, this guy's got 12 power and he's going to machine gun down 4 creatures. 3 creatures.
I think this card is absolutely great for especially decks like Mono Green that don't get to play many board wipes.
You're stuck with Azuri's Predation and Great Aurora, but now you get this.
Now you get this, and this is this just feels so good. And after this, because you're gonna use it the right way, you get to have like a 12-12, 15-15 body.
Just a giant thing.
Yeah, it's just after that, and it's not.
And then you get to use your slippery Bog Boy to move all the counters onto your commander.
Ooh, we made
synergy.
Wow, that's a wombo combo. With
that is kind of a wombo combo. Okay, moving on. We covered that. Dismantling Wave is next. 2 and a white for a sorcery. For each opponent, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Also cycles for 6 white. Discard it, draw a card. And when you cycle it, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Full stop. They're all dead, even yours.
So you get to destroy an enchantment for each opponent, which is already awesome. And then the upside of it cycling, which means it doesn't even cost you a card to destroy all of them, is just
instant speed. Woo! It's a lot of mana, but it's free. And you can do it at the end of someone's turn before your turn. This is the actual okay, Mono White and Boros have some stuff now. This card is really playable. It's probably going to see play outside those colors too.
Yeah, it's just a great removal spell for EDH. There's artifacts and enchantments running around everywhere if you haven't noticed.
You're going to have 3 targets, at least 2 targets, and they're going to be relevant. So it's a 3 mana 3-for-1. It's kind of like Crackling Doom. Destroy the best thing they have for each opponent.
The thing is, Corrosive Grip is a card that sees play. It's 3.
This is better.
That's a 3 mana get rid of 1. And I understand that there can't be countertext on it. But if you can just add 1 more, even most of the time, it's better. It's going to be better most of the time.
Return to Dust is great. This is better than Return to Dust.
Oh, yeah.
Sorcery Speed, Exile 2. I'd rather destroy 3 with the added bonus of cycling. Some commanders let you cycle for free, and then you blow up everything.
Yeah. This doesn't get rid of gods, though. If you're looking to get rid of gods, you got to get that Return to Dust.
Take your cards elsewhere if you're looking to get rid of gods.
What? Gods
are real. They're real, but there's other cards. This doesn't have to kill gods to be good. This is just an amazing card.
I agree.
But it's not as amazing as the number 1.
Yeah. Number 1 is Manascape Refractor.
Pretty easy number 1.
It seems like it's a simple, easy peasy number 1. If this card enters tapped and can't be used right away, and it's still number 1.
Yep.
It is a 3 mana artifact that has all activated abilities of lands. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to pay activation cost of Manascape Refractor's abilities.
Let's not take the obvious clickbait overhyping route of saying there's always a Cabal Coffers and a Gaia's Cradle in play. There's just always going to be good things in play for your copy.
There's a Thespian Sage in play, that's awesome. You can make this a copy of a land?
There already is basically a copy of every land.
I guess that one's boring.
I like Strip Mine. You sack Manascape Refractor and just blow something up.
Yeah, you can do Strip Mine, which there's utility lands all over the place.
Yeah, Gavany Township, High Market, just a bunch of extra stuff that's going to be in play. More importantly, this is just a 3 mana rock that's probably going to tap for at least 1 or 2 mana.
The Shizos lands,
give a commander Fear or First Strike, and just extra little gravy. Just pour these little gravy nuggets on your mana rock, and it's going to be great for you. It's going to work. It's going to fit in every deck. Not goes in every deck, but can be put in every deck.
If you have a bounce land, even it makes 2 with a
any bounce land. You don't have to bounce when this enters, so you just cool. I'll take the profit of making 2 mana.
Yeah, it's awesome. It does come in tap, so you can't do that right away.
I'm not too worried about that. 3 mana. I'm okay with it coming in tapped.
Yeah, and obviously it's super awesome if there's something like a Gaia's Cradle on the field.
Seems right up there with like Nyx Lotus. This is better than Nyx Lotus though.
Oh yeah, because it can also just be Nykthos.
Yeah, Nykthos is probably the best one you're going to see the most often.
Yeah, if you're playing a deck that wants to take advantage of Nykthos and you have this out, okay, that sounds pretty awesome.
You either have 2 Nykthoses, one of yours in there, or somebody else's Nykthos just chilling for free.
Yeah, and oh man, there's so many utility lands that have so many good activated abilities.
Commander 2020 looks great. They got a lot of cool new cards. I'm not super stoked about the reprints, but what are you going to do? We can just revel in the awesome cards we got and move on.
Yep, and that's the end of the video. So special shout outs to our 54 patrons. We love you all as much as we can without making you uncomfortable. You guys are all so awesome. Like
so integral to the continuation of this channel.
Yes, and because of you guys, this came in today.
What's this?
This is wow, hold on. What if they can't see it yet? What if the patrons are still scrolling?
I mean, then I guess we'll just keep it up.
Yeah, I'll keep it up.
Oh, what's this that probably just came on screen?
Oh, right now, this is a box of the greatest set of Magic ever made.
Top 3 expansions, not close.
Dragon's Maze. So, Dragon's Maze this box is going to be opened soon.
But not just open, like, come on. Wait, this is the Nitpicking Nerds. We're not just going to open it.
We're going to open it underwater, baby.
Unprecedented. It's in the works. We still have to buy some things. It's not going to happen, right away. But we got 50 patrons. That was the goal. We promised you guys. Here's the box to prove it. It's happening.
Oh, it's definitely happening. Look at Rail's there. Look how happy he is.
He doesn't know he's going underwater. He's about to get waterboarded.
He doesn't know we're about to
drown all the value. And we're going to try to find the best way to do this. But we're going to definitely do some sort of giveaway where we give away some soggy rares.
Yeah.
We can't keep all the soggy rares. We got to give them away to some of the fans.
Yeah, what do we do with all those soggy rares?
Give them away.
Yes, exactly.
Because we're so charitable.
And if they want to support us, what are 2 other ways they can do it?
Well, besides entering giveaways for soggy rares, they can go to TCG Player, specifically through the link in our description, to maybe check out this list, or I'm probably going to link you to like a booster box, but that doesn't matter. Go anywhere you want on the site. Just start with this link, end up buying cards, and then we get a kickback. Also, buymeacoffee.com is a website. You could go there. And if you do, you might as well tip us a couple dollars if you think we did a great job while you're there.
And we always do a good job.
I mean, we bought a box of Dragon's Maze. Is that what it's called?
Dragon's Maze? Yeah. So we're going to be drowning Rail's Eric real soon.
Yes,
so
real soon.
If you want
a couple months tops, maybe a month.
It's coming soon. But for now, we're out. Peace out, Tribe Scout.